Welcome everybody, I'm Katya Campbell. Today I just thought I'd share with you some of the yoga practice that I'm going to be doing today, which is just sort of an all over Sunday morning flow. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's just start with a comfortable seated position. So I like to start with just sort of getting quiet at the very beginning of my practice, tuning in, seeing how the body's feeling, how the mind is feeling. So let's just begin with just rolling the shoulders back and down. Now you can sit in whatever way works for you. If your legs out extended or sitting on a chair works better, that's fine too. Let's just roll the shoulders back and let the eyes close and take a few full, deep belly breaths. It's kind of like you've shaken a snow globe and now it's all settling to the bottom. So just feel the energy dropping a little bit here as we settle into our body. Feel the connection of your legs and your seat with the floor. That little pull of gravity on your body. And relax the shoulders. Relax the eyes. Soften the face. Check in with how you're doing today. How is your body feeling? How is your heart feeling? And what is the quality of the mind? Just in this moment. And as you exhale, allow yourself to pour the tension out of your body along with any sort of negative thoughts or just those sort of thought loops that can happen. Let's just unravel that a little bit and let that go. And so we can start to just focus on our breath, the sensations in the body, the experience of this moment, rather than leaning into the past or the future. And let's gather our hands together into prayer position at our heart and lower the head. And between the hands, imagining that we're planting a little seed right in the center of our heart. And that seed is just the intention. What is it that you're cultivating today? What is it that you're drawing into your life? What is it that you're creating for this practice? And it doesn't need to be big. It can be really simple. Just one word. Good, and then slowly lowering the hands down, and let's gently open the eyes. And we'll just start with some head circles. So let's lower our right ear towards the right shoulder. Continue to sit up tall, and then a half circle all the way down to the left, and then down, half circle through the center to the right. Good, back to the left, back to the right. And just keep going a few more times. Let's bring the head up to center. Let the hands hang down by our sides, and we'll just roll the shoulders. Just a few times. And again, a lot of this is just sort of getting the joints in our body lubricated with synovial fluid, which is the joint fluid that helps to sort of really keep our joints healthy. And really the only way, let's opposite direction, of lubricating the joints is movement and getting that nice full range of motion. And that's what keeps our joints healthy, just like in a machine, kind of regularly oiling it. Good. And just also gives us a chance as we do this to just notice how we're really feeling, if we're maybe holding tension in the shoulders or the upper back. Good. Let's just let the shoulders come into a neutral position. So you inhale, pull the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, lower them down. Good. Again. Exhale. Good. Let's turn our hands down so that our fingertips can point towards us, and we're just going to rock side to side, pushing the heel of the hand away, stretching out the fingers. Especially those of you that are from the CrossFit world or any sort of functional fitness, then you're probably holding on to weights and holding on to things regularly. And so this just helps to loosen up our forearms as well, kind of loosen up that grip strength that we're developing when we're hanging from things and holding things. Let's try it the opposite way now. So we'll turn the hands and then just kind of side to side, just stretching out the forearm and the wrist. Good. All right, let's join the hands and just give them a little circle, both directions. Keep kind of switching directions. Good. Okay, let's stretch the legs out. Stretch the legs out. If you're on a block like I am, just kind of roll off the edge of it. And let's gather our hands back behind our lower back so they're interlaced like this. We'll draw the hands down. Inhale, sit up tall. Push the legs down as you exhale. Let's slowly begin to come forward. Good. Let's inhale, rise back up. Punch the fingers down towards the floor. Open up the chest. Exhale again, come forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come forward. This time, let's hold it there and then just draw the arms away from the back, just stretching out the shoulders a little bit. We can rock a little bit here with the arms side to side. Good, then all the way back up. Good, inhale, reach the arms up nice and tall. Get long through the side bodies. Exhale, reach the arms all the way down to the feet. And if the feet aren't there for you to grab a hold of your legs, your shins. You can also use a strap if you'd like. You'll notice when we go into this, sometimes the inner arches sort of tend to cave in like so. So see if you can push the inner arch away from you, and that'll sweeten that stretch up. So just let the belly release towards the thighs here. Nice big breath. Good. A little rocking here side to side. Good. Rock your way all the way up. Oh, let's open the right leg out to the side. We'll bend the left leg in. Inhale, draw the left arm up. And let's exhale over to the right. Again, inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Now slowly take the arm all the way down and fold the body over the leg. So we're rotating more of our belly towards that thigh. Good, reach it back up, all the way back up. Good, let's switch. Press the back of your left leg down. Inhale the right arm up. Let's exhale over to the left. Good, inhale back up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. And then rotate all the way down. Hand coming towards the foot, belly moving towards the thigh. Good, all the way up. Let's open the legs out nice and wide. Inhale, get tall, press the backs of the thighs down. Exhale, let's slowly come forward. Good, let's rise up. Inhale, kind of moving in and out here. Exhale, come forward, slide your hands down your legs of our range of motion. So we're not sort of hanging out too long, we're just moving into that range and out of that range. Undulating with the body. Inhale, tall. Exhale again, slide down. Good. And let's go a little bit side to side here. Good, all the way back up. And a lot of it for my practice is just sort of like I do a little bit here or there and I try and find where it is that's stiff and focus on those areas. So let's come all the way down onto our back. Rolling onto the back and then all the way up. So just doing a few rolls here. And you can make this as small or as big as you'd like. And then as you do this, let's see if you can loosen into that spine a little bit. You don't need to roll all the way up to a seated position if it just feels like it's enough for you to just do little rocks on the back like so. Good, let's roll all the way back now. And once we get back, we're gonna take our knees like it's a figure 8. So with the left and the right side of our body being the top and the bottom of the 8. So if you take the knees and sort of circle that 8 to the right, and then swoop to the left, circle around. And we're just sort of massaging out here the sacrum, which is that large triangular bone at the base of the spine. Sort of looping around the edges. Sometimes it can get really tight and tender around all of those little ligaments and tendons. And then just a few rocks side to side. Good, okay. So then just holding the knees at the chest here, wrap the hands around the shins and try and just let your legs completely relax so you can feel your hip flexors relaxing into the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, peel the knees apart with your hands like a book that's opening up. And again, we can have a little rock here side to side. And then bring the knees all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale again, draw them apart. Inhale, bring them back together. Exhale, widen them apart, but this time let's keep the feet together. Reach on up and let's grab a hold of our feet or our ankles and have a little roll here side to side. Unless, of course, that doesn't work for your back. Just you can hold it stable if that's the case. And then without rolling, inhale. And as you exhale, think about plugging the shoulders down as you draw the heels together and actively push the feet against one another as you draw the heels towards your belly button. Inhale. And as you exhale, release, bring the knees all the way together and let's stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. We can reach our arms up, grab a hold of your feet. And if the feet aren't grabbable, you can grab your shins or your pant legs, or you can use your strap around your feet. And again, we could just sort of roll here a little bit. It's just all about today focusing on loosening up the body, especially for those of you, like I said, in that fitness world, maybe you've been training hard all week. And so today's just about loving the body a little bit and doing a little bit of that maintenance with our tissue. So let's bend the knees and open the arms out nice and wide. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's lower the legs over to the right. Now, once you have the legs to the right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our left arm and bring the left arm all the way back to the right. Inhale. Exhale, left arm coming back to the floor. Good. Again, inhale, palms together. Exhale, stretch it back. Inhale, bring it back together. Exhale, stretch it back. Now this time, inhale, bring the hands together. But as you exhale, what we're going to do is sweep that left arm now in a great big circle all the way up and around. Good. Inhale, join the palms. Exhale, bring the arm up and keep the arm straight as close to the floor as you can all the way around, back down. Great big circle, same direction the whole time. Inhale. Exhale, last one, big circle. Reach into the fingertips, open up that chest, shoulder back. Keep the arm out wide, inhale here. Exhale, one by one, bring the knees all the way back up. Let's inhale here at center. Exhale, bring the legs over to the left. Inhale, bring right palm to left. Exhale, bring that right arm all the way up and release it towards the floor. Good. Inhale, return right hand to left. Exhale, bring it up and over. Inhale, bring palm to palm. Exhale it back. Again, inhale, palm to palm. But this time, exhale, sweep the arm all the way up and around. Great big circle. Inhale, join. Exhale, all the way around, reaching into the fingertips of that moving hand. Inhale. Last one, exhale, bring it halfway back. Keep it there. And then one by one, knees coming all the way back up. Good. Let's plant the feet onto the floor at about hip width apart, and we'll slide the hands all the way down now, beside the hips. And then from here, driving the feet into the floor in order to elevate the hips up off of the floor. Let's gather the hands together underneath our lower back, joining palms, interlacing fingers. And then notice what I'm doing here. I'm kind of walking the shoulders under a little bit. So lots of space around the neck. Make sure all four corners of the feet are planted as we rise up through the hips. Opening up the back, engaging the back line. Big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms and roll the back down. And let's roll all the way over onto the tummy now. And once you get onto your belly, turn your head and rest on one cheek. And let's just have a nice big breath, relaxing into your hips and into your glutes. Relax your bum. Good. Okay. So from here, planting your hands below the shoulders, gather the legs towards one another. Okay, and as you do that, bring the tops of the feet onto the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, engage the pelvic floor, draw the pubic bone down, and begin to lift head and chest up off of the floor. And just to whatever degree works for you. So if you want to come all the way up, if that feels good for your back, do that. Now as you exhale, I want you to think about moving from your belly button. So pull belly button to spine and bring yourself all the way back into almost a child's pose, but your hands stay where they are, so that will kind of limit how far you can sit back. And then inhale, slowly come back up, and let's come back into that position. Hips coming forward, chest opening, shoulders back. And then pull through the belly. Draw back. Good, a few more times. Inhale. Open up the chest. Let's plug the shoulders down our back. Exhale, pull from the tummy, draw back. All the way back. Good, exhale, pull back. This time though, let's sit all the way back into a full child's pose. Bringing the forehead to the floor. And then open up the knees a little bit so we can start to really sink that belly down. Walk those hands forward. And then spider tip up onto your fingertips in this position. So you're really opening through the shoulders and the upper back. And drop the palms down and walk both hands over to the right, stretching that left arm up as high as it will go. Good, let's walk it to center, over to the opposite side. And switch again over to the opposite side, just lengthening through your QL, that thick muscle in the lower back. And then other side. Good, back to center. All the way up to all fours. Let's again pull the hips forward, open up the chest. And then this time, let's draw back and up into downward dog. And once we get into downward dog, let's pedal it out here a little bit, bending one leg and then the other, side to side. And as you move side to side, going to work the hips around a little bit so you can stretch into the lower back and into the side bodies. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come into a tall plank like we're going to do a push-up. Hold it here. And then bring your right leg forward into pigeon. Let's slide our back leg far back. Inhale, open up the chest. And then exhale all the way down. And bring your head right down to rest on your hands. And let's sink into that right hip and just relax into the body here. And even though it's intense, see if you can relax into that intensity. Inhale. As you exhale, walk up onto your hands. Keep yourself in this position, but we're going to roll onto that right hip. Okay, so we're resting on that hip and keep leaning to the right because it'll be much easier to bring that left leg all the way around and keep bringing it all the way around and over to the outside of the hip. Now let's sit our left sitting bone back down. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, slowly over. Now, if coming forward is a little too strong for you, you can always just sort of sit up nice and tall and work on focusing on getting your sitting bones level and your pelvis really level. And if you're really tight through the hips, that might be enough for you. One more big breath here. And then all the way up. Let's come back to pigeon so we still have our right leg forward. And then we're going to press back, downward dog. Once you get there, again, you can pedal it out, bending one leg and then the other. Swaying the hips, creating any movement you need to work out the kinks. And then coming into a tall plank position, and let's bring our left leg forward into pigeon. And we'll slide our back leg as far back as you can, and then slowly again ease yourself down. Nice full breath here. You can hear my dog barking in the distance. And one more big breath. So settle into that left glute.
Left hip, relax. Any tension without out breath.
Good. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up. From here, let's roll over onto that left sitting bone and hip and slide the right leg all the way around and over. Good. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, forward. Relax your shoulders. Good, and then slowly come all the way up. Release that leg back. Let's go back to all fours or back into pigeon. And then press into all fours and again into downward dog. Good. From downward dog, let's step our right leg forward into a lunge position. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your back leg a little further forward and straighten that leg. And then rebend. Bring your back knee down. Rise up. So we're coming all the way up. Let's gather the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Stretch tall. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Step back, downward dog. Good. Step your left leg forward. Slide your back foot forward a little bit. Straighten your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Bring your back knee down. Rise up. Interlace the fingers. Stretch up. And release down. Hands to the floor and step your back foot forward now to meet your front foot. Feet about hip width apart, dropping the head towards the floor. Let's sweep the arms up, interlace the fingers, and draw them away from the back. Good, and then release the hands, slide them down the legs. Let's open the feet up a little bit so you're into a squat stance, which is about shoulder width apart, toes just a little bit turned out. Bend the knees and let's sink all the way down to the bottom of a squat. Elbows to the insides and hands together into prayer position, and we can just rock here a little bit side to side. Good, and then from this position, we're going to take our right hand and wrap the right hand around your left ankle and take your left arm to the ceiling and then bring it down and touch your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale up and down. Okay, left elbow to the inside, right arm coming up. Inhale, bring right hand to left foot. Exhale, rise up. Good. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale up. Good. Bring it back down. Hands on the floor, rise through the hips. Let your head drop, breathe. From here, heel toeing the feet out so you're out at least one leg length apart. And then slowly bending your left knee. As you bend your left knee, let's see if we can sink all the way down onto the sole of that foot. And then up. And let's go to the other side. You can use your hands for balance as you need to. And then all the way up. Good. Heel toe the feet back to about shoulder width apart. Bend your knees and let's just roll the spine up nice and slow. Okay, once we get here, let's bend the knees a little bit and just soften the arms. I'm just going to go side to side. So it's like the arms are just like spaghetti noodles and they're just flopping around the body. Breathing as we do this. And slowly coming all the way back to center. Okay, good. So let's find some wall space. I'll use this one here so you can still see me. So what we're going to do is we'll bring the left hand onto the wall with the palm flat at about the height of the shoulder, and then slowly turning your feet and your hips and shoulders away from the wall. So you can feel that whole left side of your chest and the front of the shoulder stretching out. And try to keep that shoulder plugged down so we're not letting the shoulder come into the ear. We're going to drop it down. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, slowly turn back. Let's take the opposite hand onto the wall about the height of the shoulder. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, slowly turn away. Sink the shoulder down away from the ear. Good. And then all the way back. Good. All right. So we're going to come down into a seated position. Once you come into a seated position, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, but a little bit wider. So not into butterfly, which would be like super close towards our pubic bone. We're going to go out wider so the feet create this, your legs create this diamond shape, and then scooping the hands underneath the calves here. So let's inhale and sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, slowly begin to come forward. And as you come forward, imagine that you're going to bring the crown of your head or your forehead to that little bowl between the arches of your feet. Nice full breaths here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly rise all the way back up. Good. And give the legs a little bit of a shake. Okay. Let's finish with a little Shavasana. I think I'm going to go this way so I can be in the sun. If you'd like a pillow underneath your head, you could do it. And let's relax the arms down by our sides. Roll the palms up and close your eyes. If your back is tender, just tuck a couple pillows underneath your knees. Have a few full breaths here. And as you begin to relax into the back of your body, allow your inhalation to move throughout the body into any last areas that might need a little bit more of a release. So let's inhale. It's almost like we reach the breath into any little dusty corners we haven't touched. And then as you exhale, breathe it out. Breathe out those little dust bunnies, any little tension balls in the body. And just let your body become sort of like a clean slate. Relax the mouth. Let there be a little space between your teeth, the face expressionless. Relax the ankles and the wrists, the knees and the shoulders. Feel the hips loosening, the ribs relaxing to the floor. One more big breath. And then taking your hands and placing your hands over your heart. And flow back into yourself some of that love and caring that we give to the world, the people in our lives, our community, our friends, our partners, our children, our coworkers. All of that kindness and thoughtfulness and connection. Let's just turn that now a little bit inwards. As if you're giving yourself a big hug. Exactly as you are. And loving yourself exactly as you are today in this moment. Namaste.